Hey, over here in the small box right here. How's it going? Welcome to the channel. This is the Flex in My Network, but we're changing it up a little bit. Listen, this for here on out, this is going to be called the single seater reactions. This is an adjacent side to the Flex in My Network where I can give you daily reactions on all kind of YouTube videos that I watch on YouTube, basically. Whatever videos that I see that catch my interest, I'm going to be watching those. And you're going to get my full-on reaction to those from now on. So, for example, we got this video right here from the Joe Budden Podcast. Is cancel culture over? Great question. And we know how these guys think. Let's go ahead. Let's dive on in. Full, honest reaction. And yeah, let's go. Tap in.
One of the things he said about you was he was going to get you canceled. I think that's interesting because was cancel culture kind of over?
No, it kind of is. Yeah, I don't see people getting canceled at the clip they were before.
Yes, I said
guess
yes.
what? They learned they lesson.
My answer is yes. What's your answer?
Cancel culture is over.
I think it's over too.
You don't like Trump. They get transferred over to cancel.
It's over for now. Don't get it twisted. Let's get back into it.
Culture to timeout culture. Just go take a time.
Some people can't be canceled, and we were talking about that before we got on the pod. I said like Quincy Jones, he was talking a lot of shit. He said a lot of things, but they can't cancel him. He was saying niggas was having sex. He was exposing niggas' secrets. Nigga, like big stars that we looked up to. And he did it with a straight face. I watched his hand. He didn't fidget or nothing. Parkinson's didn't hit it that time. I'm not saying he has any. I'm just saying he was focused, content, and it came from the heart. And they can't cancel him. If I was to do some shit like that, yo, this person did this person did that.
He said Marlon Brando was on the Ciroc.
Marlon Brando.
Marvin Gaye was on the Ciroc.
Marvin Gaye.
And you know the Gays be suing people. The family.
He said Marvin Gaye.
Bro, here's the thing about cancel culture is that when it comes to cancel culture, they're only canceling people that speak out of line on topics that they care about. So if you're speaking your mind freely, not saying that it's positive or negative, but like the idea that you have in your head, it kind of spites someone in a certain way. That's technically how you would get canceled, based on how spiteful you are with your comment, your answer, however. It just shows how cautious you have to be and be conscious about the things that you say. It's actually super crazy. It's unfortunate. But that's the realm that we're in right now when it comes to planet Earth and the year 2024. So you can't fight it. You can't deny it. But you can live with it. You can work around it. You can work with it. Work against it. However you want to do it. But at the end of the day, it's going to be there. But I understand what they're saying, though, because we're in a time period right now where it's actually calm. No one's getting canceled at like a crazy rate right now. It's actually just like relaxed, you know? So for now, cancel culture, it's not over. It's never over. You can never like cancel culture. It's impossible. But if everyone is happy with what they're hearing, everyone is accepting of what they hear, then, you know, we can continue on with our lives without being canceled in any kind of way. That's it.
And that was a question I asked.
You said double entendre.
Last name,
Stupid.
That was a question I asked earlier. Is anybody else besides Quincy Jones uncancelable?
I don't think it's that Quincy Jones is
He wasn't
uncancelable.
You can't cancel.
It's just
Come on,
You can't cancel Quincy Jones. You can't cancel Donald Trump. You can't cancel who else? You can't really cancel anybody that attacks. In a sense, you can't really cancel unless it's fresh. If they've been around long enough where they've been saying things where it's like, yo, you can't say that, but they're still around. Okay, look, unfortunately, this guy can't get canceled in any kind of way. Let's go. Joe Budden's one of them.
Can't cancel Quincy.
But also legendary status.
Whoa.
Quincy's 100 years old. But yeah, we've seen Bill Cosby.
Yeah, we've seen people get canceled. What I'm telling you is cancel culture worked. So now niggas know better. Niggas are still out here wilding. Okay. And with the Bill Cosby's and stuff, it wasn't that he was canceled. He went to jail.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that he was canceled because his show still runs in syndication. He's not canceled.
Yeah, what does cancel look like at this point? Because the only person that I know for sure we can say is at some way.
I can't even say Kelly. The guy that made the noose on his neck.
Jesse
He's out of here.
No, you didn't.
No, he just did it. He did some stuff. He actually put out a film himself. He ain't.
Well, that putting out a film yourself.
I'm just saying.
That actually speaks to the cancel. I had to do this shit myself. I couldn't go nowhere. So you know.
It was one person who I think of automatically. It was a long time ago, but Michael Richards, was that his name?
From
Seinfeld. Kramer.
Isaiah Washington.
Isaiah Washington.
What's the old girl that did the inauguration? And they canceled her.
Chris and Michelle.
That was a cancellation.
A lot of people.
Some cancellations we need to take back.
Yeah.
Chris and Michelle.
Chris and Michelle ain't do nothing but a Breakfast Club interview.
And she wore a Basquiat skirt, when performed at Trump's inauguration. Yeah.
Daniel Caesar, we need to redo that one.
I think
all he did was defend some white ass.
He did.
He repped for nodules.
But he went out there and begged for it. Like he
don't correct our
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Y'all niggas with war don't correct no hot names.
I'm sorry.
I'm making a
Listen,
joke.
I'm so sorry.
You make
Sometimes
friends.
I don't
come here to make enemies.
listen. Sometimes I don't know who the op is. Sometimes y'all have to let me know who the op is.
How y'all think this was built?
Y'all niggas leaving him on the hill.
How y'all think this was built?
That's so crazy. Okay, so based on what I'm hearing from this conversation right now, it's like it kind of speaks to my point that certain figures, not Daniel Caesar, because you're crazy for that. Certain figures, based on status, based on celebrity, based on how long they've been, like, just okay, status overall. Based on that, a lot of people might be pulled out of that cancel culture jail. They might be pulled out of that prison.
I agree with you. Fuck is they talking about? They friends outside.
Y'all leaving Joe on the hill by himself, son.
And I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it.
He had the tip of that shit.
I'm fine.
Like, hey, nigga, you good?
Flip is stupid.
he good. Yeah, he good. He good.
Okay, what y'all talking about?
Any of y'all feel like y'all are cancelable? Honestly.
1,000%. Absolutely. They almost got me.
But I gotta do something to be canceled.
Y'all feel like y'all today are cancelable. Tell me more about that.
I want to ask you a question. Let me finish.
I'm dead ass.
Of course.
Tell me, nigga. Talk.
Yo, if you say the wrong thing about the wrong group of people, you are night-night, nigga.
Facts.
1,000%.
I don't know.
Facts.
And the pressure
You are going goodbye. It's over.
And the pressure may be on you to get rid of one of us.
The pressure has been on me to get rid of one of y'all.
I'm just saying, if I say something outlandish,
Y'all have not.
and I get on the phone with you, and I leave here, I'm like, yo, Joe, you like, Flip, I'm riding with you. If the pressure, we talk about the prize picks and the pressure, you got
This guy about to blow up.
you have to make a decision like that. You have to, and that means Flip got canceled.
I can get canceled. I ain't gonna hold you. I say some egregious shit. Now, I haven't said it out loud or on film or on camera or anything, but I've said some shit where it's like, brother, you need to take a seat.
And it was effective.
And then it would affect the next thing you try to do. You try to go get a deal over there, go work with this company here. Nah, dog, we know what happened with ABCD. We know what you did, and we can't fuck with you.
Real quick, on this subject, I want to ask you a
If
question.
y'all can't lose your job from something that you say, then what does cancel look like?
So being canceled at that point is non-existent. Because realistically speaking, you'd have to get fired for something you do and not something you say. So you can speak however you want, but if you go out and act on what you say, okay, then unfortunately we're gonna have to fire you. That's what I'm gathering from that question. It's a wonderful question, by the way. This is why I watch these guys. This is why I watch these guys all the time. Because I hear questions. I'm just like, how do you think of that on the spot? Well, for them, specifically Joe Budden, like even Melissa, honestly for all of them, experience. These are older gentlemen. They've been in the game longer. They understand the ins and outs of where they're at, which is why they got to the status that they're at right now. So I completely understand. And overall, I'm just like, Look at the vision. Look outside. Look at the water. Look at the trees. They're up high. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro. But if you can't get canceled for what you say, then you can't. Sorry. If you can't get canceled for what you say, then cancel culture doesn't exist. Cancel culture would only exist in that moment based on your actions and not your words. So,
from something that you say, then what does cancel look like?
That's true.
That's
a good point.
But
they're saying that
we said
we could. They're saying that a power could put enough pressure on you.
Yes.
To fire us to do something.
But if you're employing yourself,
Wait a second, yo.
that's what I just said.
Wait a second. Hey, Post, somebody give me that time over there. I didn't even think that that's what they were saying to me.
I said.
That's what you just
what?
You guys.
I just came back. I'm tired, nigga.
Because this is like when my girl started telling me about how she really felt. I was like, wait.
Now I gotta wake up.
Flint, Ish, Ice, Amani. I know Parks don't feel like this.
Because he doesn't say
write it down
anything.
by proxy.
What?
Y'all think
Crazy.
that Prize Picks or any other one of the 7-figure ad sponsors or 8-figure ad sponsors could call me or Ian and tell us something that would make me get rid of one of my fucking friends?
Yes.
No, I don't think that.
Like,
I
to
think
not
that.
work with one of my friends to keep the corporate relationship?
Can I?
Ah.
Bro, if it affect the bottom line big enough, yes. I do agree, yes. 100%.
We don't talk about some of the stuff.
Why is this guy always in something baggy? Why are you walking around?
We don't talk about some of the stuff because it can affect big
The carpet don't lie, yo.
I'm gonna give you more credit than that. I'll give you more credit.
You think you gonna tell them go to hell?
I think you've established something that you run independently on your own that you can afford to lose one of those things and get something else back. I don't think that you would risk the relationship. I don't. I
Ah.
might be wrong, but I don't think so.
I agree with that. This is my question to y'all.
Oh Lord. Listen, if you ever see Ish laughing like that, you know some bullshit about to come out of his mouth. Pause in any kind of way. But just a fair warning, I'm more experienced with this shit, so I know what's gonna come. Pause.
Okay, go ahead. That's true. I stand there what the fuck I said, and I agree with you. But I do have a question. Now, what if
I start laughing.
Every time.
what if in the situation y'all was wrong about something? Like, what
Oh
about
shit.
what they saying about one of y'all? Like, should I still rep for y'all?
Ta-da! What the fuck I'm saying? Here it lies. Go ahead, get your button on. Go ahead,
Get your button on.
Sit here, we have editing powers together, but if something creep out,
Joe, stop.
like Ish and his little shit he be doing.
This nigga's not serious, bro.
If I get a call about Ish Telemundo jokes, like, I mean,
Well, that's speaking to the first point.
That's the point.
That's the point.
I would ride.
Ice,
What's up, dog?
do you feel like coming on the podcast help uncancel you?
No. I took care of that beforehand.
Oh, okay.
And then some people still try it.
Do you feel like it painted you in a different light? Because I was thinking about that. Like,
No,
it was up.
Okay. I'll tell you what painted me in a different light. Because one, when I addressed all of that shit, it wasn't because it wasn't a gotcha moment. It wasn't a reactionary. It was just the fact that I came out and, you know, like somebody get exposed to something, came out and explained the situation.
Man, why you trying, dude?
You did so well.
this weekend.
That's true. How about you did so well that it sort of pushed all that shit? Because they got a new Ice.
Because even before that, like I said,
He took accountability, is what he's saying.
I ain't gonna hold you. Ice got that shit on. I'm just saying, Ice got that shit on, brother. What? The pink with the black and the Maxes? Oh, he got that shit. He matching with damn Batman and Robin over here. Damn, he got that shit on, bruh. Ice always wear something basic. Melissa Ford gonna wear what she want to wear. Joe Budden just loved to he just loved baggy shit. Flip. Wear something, nigga. And then Parks, we can't see Parks. Who is this again? I'm trying to remember who this is. Cause they have 7 people right now. Is it 7? 5, yeah, 7. Is that Ian? I don't know.
And so, but optics people really like when people take accountability without there being an incentive.
There you go. Yeah. Like it wasn't like shit hit the fan and then all right, let me address this.
Yeah.
Gotcha,
it wasn't one of them moments. It don't come off as genuine when that happens.
Yeah.
I think Joe and Ian would send me packing, nigga. Hey, come here on a Sunday.
Listen,
family day. Come in the office.
If it's that detrimental, those is for the niggas that feel like they can't make another hit.
Oh.
The route that y'all are choosing is for the niggas that made the one slap, caught lightning in a bottle, and feel like they can't make it again. So I'm gonna hold on to all things related to this hit. Or none, whether that be friends, family, whatever. I need this hit. This is the income. I make hit time and time and time again.
No, we say if somebody affects business, Joe. If I come up here and say something,
then I could go make new business with the niggas that But
the main thing, I would have. One of us would have, if we do something like that, we would have to be removed from the main product.
Well, no, that's facts. But if
that's not what he's saying. That's not what you're saying. He's saying
that's what I'm saying.
He's saying that's up to him. That's not.
But the pressure would still apply.
But he's not gonna cave to the pressure because he's saying that the way that y'all gave me X, I could go get X from somebody else based on who I am and my success.
You're losing it off the strength of someone else and not what you're doing.
And not just that, the next company go look up and see what he did. He's still there. And they saying, yo, dog, I don't really want to work with you either because he still got this. Listen,
they got rid of Brock Lesnar, nigga.
Nigga, one thing true, 2 things for certain.
Yeah.
If you could provide value, somebody gonna fuck with you. If somebody can make money off you, they gonna fuck with you.
I'm shocked that you believe that, man. I heard about that.
Listen, but everybody weighs to put on the scale.
Listen, y'all can't be canceled. Y'all ain't nobody. Come on.
You wrong for that.
Because is that what it really says when you feel like you can be canceled?
Well, I'm stupid. It's Imani.
Like they might end my run. That's funny to me. And I do think that's just over. It's over. And that's partly for me in my mind. Partly just
Here, okay. I'm so glad I'm thinking. Because from his brain, I understand what he's saying. But at the same time, you got to think about age brackets, right? His age bracket, they understand that there's just some things you can't say. You know? Now, they speak how they want to on Patreon, right? But we're only on YouTube. So first, YouTube-wise, you're going to get people at the line, but they're never really going to cross the line. You know? Cross the line, you got to pay for that. And if you're paying for that, you just paid for something that you shouldn't be watching. Whose fault is that? The consumers. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? But here, watch this now. The reason why I say cancel culture will never be over is because now you have the younger generation, the younger age bracket. With the younger age bracket now, they're a lot more unhinged than the average person. Meaning that they can speak their piece, their mind, whatever is on their thoughts. They literally came up with the term intrusive thoughts. Right? So, reality is, no. It's going to make a comeback. Someone's going to say something crazy, and it's going to make a comeback, and we can't stop it. It's like poison almost. It's like, for anybody that plays Halo, it's literally just like the flood. You know? The more bullshit that you feed into the universe, the more the universe is going to come back and feed you and feed into you. That's how it goes. So, let's go.
No. Dog, they've learned niggas.
But niggas are still wilding. Just maybe not against them.
They not wilding to the niggas that have the ability to cancel you.
No, I think niggas are still wild.
Niggas are definitely wilding.
But again, they don't face any recourse or any.
They got RJ Hampton.
And niggas, in their sense, are the younger people, because the younger people are always wilding, doing bullshit, creating narratives for them to possibly get canceled from. So
right now, about to try and get him. Do you think that he gets canceled? He's on video saying whatever he said to his baby mom. She's recording while she got the kid. Mm-hmm. She went to go see him. He's on there. Hey, anybody about the kid? Whatever he's saying, I don't want to report on it because I didn't research it. But this is one of those, we want to end him. He did some DV, remove him from the team, get him out of here. So, do y'all think that happens for him?
I've never seen it happen.
I saw some of the tape. I ain't really research it, and I don't know his history. You know what I'm saying? Like, your history plays a part in that.
True.
Like, if this was a one-off, or do you have a history of doing said things? All of those things, I think they say.
It's almost,
because he's a new player. Like, do you think the team is removing him? Is my question.
I don't see them removing him. I see them suspending.
but that's a different case, because you're speaking sports teams.
Go sit down to the side.
Come back. Like you said, it's more time out now.
Yeah.
But listen, this is to the point I just made. He has value.
Is he a good player?
I like what Ice just said, because in sports, for someone to get canceled, majority of the time it's a timeout. But what I just thought and what I just realized is that being canceled depends on the industry that you're in. Because sports industry, unless you do something like Colin Kaepernick and get canceled to the point where you can't even play no more, okay. But a lot of people, they see the example of Colin Kaepernick set. They're not going to go that far. So they have literally borderline cancel culture, and whatever Colin Kaepernick did, right, with the taking a knee thing. You have all this space to maneuver cancel culture. You're going to get your time out, but you're never going to get suspended to that point. It's rare. I'm not saying it's impossible. It's rare, right? So it depends on the industry you're in. For example, like, you're a bartender and you do some foul shit, right? You're going to get fired from your job, yes. You might not be able to get work in a city because of what you did, possibly. But if you move out the country, move somewhere else, bartend there, fresh start, new image, everything, you're working again, right? So it's tough to say that it's gone or it's over, because it's never over. For politicians, look at politicians. They'll get canceled for about a week, then get back to work. They might get canceled for a day and get back to work. Come on, it's never over. It's never over.
Yes. No, the kid Bridges has value.
I think in order to be cancelable, you have to have value. Yeah.
No, because they could go sit you down. If you nobody, they'll get you up out of here. But if you're nobody, it ain't worth them even doing it.
If it's nobody, you don't even hear about it.
If you're a nobody, nobody cares.
There's nothing to cancel. They don't hear nothing about it. It's bye. That's it.
I think the whole cancel thing, before there was a particular community, if you said anything about them, you were canceled.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the same anymore. Now that other one, careful. Still, both of them. Oh, yeah, hand up here. Careful.
So here's what I have to say now, because, video done. Joe Budden Network. Shout out, Joe. Appreciate everything you do. Everything for hip hop culture. Everything from start to finish, or start to current. Anyway. What was Ice saying before?
No, because they could go sit you down. If you're nobody, they'll get you up out of here.
But if you're nobody, it ain't worth them even doing it.
If it's nobody, you
Right. So, right. They were speaking towards value, right? I agree with the value part, because every job sector I listed earlier, each one of them, people can provide value, right? So the more value that you have, the more likely you won't get canceled, or you'll get that kind of suspension, But watch this now, because the thing about when it comes to like a certain community, like they were saying, we know the one. Don't worry. I don't know if people actually like pay attention to that community, but that community is actually imploding on itself. Same way how the music industry is imploding on itself because of Diddy, right? So I'll get into that into another time. Remember, this is daily, so I can come back to these topics as I please, right? It's almost like it's episodic in a way. But those communities are imploding on themselves right now, which is why I think cancel culture is on a very lowest of lows. But like I said, it's never over, so it's tough to say, tough to figure out all that jazz. But overall, it's it's always good to practice being self-aware. And another reason why I think cancel culture is never over is because if cancel culture is on a very low right now and people are actually saying things in a way where it's you can't say that, or you shouldn't say that, or you have to be mindful of what you say, keep in mind, if we keep practicing that negativity, that's what's going to bring back cancel culture, right? So it's almost like you got to practice staying away from that negativity and be more on a neutral and positive side, so you don't see cancel culture come back in that kind of way, So, hey, I love flexing my mind, I love flexing my mind. But listen, this is single SEATER reactions, alright? So y'all take care, be well, be safe out there. This is the Flexing Mind Network. Be positive, take care of yourself, all that jazz. Anyway, take care. Peace. A-Town down.